Good afternoon, everyone. See a few of you on all already. And you must be from YouTube. So, good afternoon, Marianne. Good afternoon, Kay Moon. Good afternoon, Danielle. And I will start with Marianne. Marianne, I have two lots of cards here. One is my Earth cards, which I'm going to give you an Earth card. The Earth cards say it as it is. So let's see what we get for you. Okay. I always take the top card. Right. You've got fog and veiled. As I look at this, the fog is low to the ground, but this means also about the cold weather. We have three mountains. One is quite tall and the other two are mundane. We see the trees here, the fir trees. So there's a lot going on in your life at the minute where you've had to find you again. We see the light at the end of the tunnel, but we also see the sun just coming out. So as the sun comes, then the fog will disperse. But I feel the fog is in here. So it's like a foggy day and fog with you at the moment. So maybe the mind's out of sync. But I see the moonbeams and sunbeams are coming together. So as the moon is going down, so is the sun rising. And I know you've got so much going on that we just need just to lift that fog a bit. Okay. As that card is saying about lifting the fog, you need to open your mind to new possibilities. Maybe the challenges you've gone through is going to make you feel as though you are not worth anything, but I want to say you are worthy and you have to sort your life out to the way you want to. I have a lady here with you, and this lady, she comes forward. I feel she always had a hanky up her sleeve, and she was a lady that loved to be outside, but she's showing me going outside into the garden and just trimming the hedges. She's showing me trimming hedges. So she was a lady that did everything in her garden. She's saying about you have to start to believe that you can do it again. And as I said earlier, you've got to find your own way forward. But there's also with you as well, as this lady's talking to me, she said about cutting the roses and doing what you can with everything so it grows. I want to say it's either mum or grandma. I have the name of Ethel. I also have as well a lot of, I want to say, things going on in her life that she couldn't quite cope with herself. So whether she had lots and lots of things going on in her mind and her life, maybe illness, but I want to say it will get better for you as well. She loved yellow roses, and this is the yellow rose she's given me. And she's saying about the yellow rose always being there for your own gut feeling. So always go with your gut feeling. She's showing me an old-fashioned broom, and I can see her sweeping all the way along the paths and getting everything cleared. So as I told you, she was cutting the hedges down. So she used to cut the hedges down and then gather all the clippings up. Right. As well as Ethel, she has just given me the name of Rose and also the name of June. So maybe June roses, June the name, June the month, but I want to give you that as well. I'm seeing a clock ticking gently. You can hardly hear it, but you can just about make that sound. So maybe time, you need to make time for you. Just remember, it's about you, not nobody else. It's about you. I have a gentleman with you. This gentleman has given me the name of Ted. This gentleman is in the garden also. I feel that he would grow the vegetables and she would grow, as I said, the flowers. She loved dahlias as well as the roses. And I can see a beautiful orange dahlia. So I feel that because you've got such a lot to do in your life, sometimes you have to calm down a bit. And this is what the timing issue is. This gentleman has also given me Bill as well, the name Bill. And he's just given you a glass. I feel it's a glass of port. So he liked his port. But Marianne, you have to start to believe in yourself again. Once you can do that, you'll be on a better level of thinking. Just take the love that you've been given from these two and just know that Edward or Ted is around you as well. So I'll leave that with you with the yellow rose. And just remember, the yellow rose is for your gut feeling. Always go with your gut feeling. Okay, I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. K Moon, are you still on? K Moon? K Moon. Are you still on, K Moon? K Moon, no? Okay. Then let's try Danielle. Are you still on, Danielle? Right. Oh, Mystical. Are you K Moon? Mystical. Okay. And then Danielle. I'm doing Mystical first, which is K Moon. And then I'll do you, Danielle. Okay. Right. Yeah, I understood that, Mystical. Right. You've got snow. Can you see it? It's flurries of snow. I see the moon and it's an eclipse. So the eclipse of the moon. And it's showing me a snowflake with all the patterns in the snowflake. And we have rest and contemplation. So it's about contemplating things that have happened in the past and showing you what's going on again. Although I see the eclipse, I feel it is now the winter solstice. And I feel on that level that you are quite a person that likes to hold yourself back. But not to worry, you will get there. I feel you need some upliftment today because I'm seeing with you, K Moon, that maybe you call Catherine or you call Karen, but whatever. I just want to say, Mystical Moon, it is showing me the eclipse of the moon. So I know this is the winter eclipse and it's just coming to show you that you're moving forward. And that is saying you have to take the rest with what's going on around you. I have a lady with you, and this lady is mom or grandma. She's a lady that she believed in leaving things as they were. She liked to always be the same, as she could always do things for others as well as herself. She's a lady that she loved fine dining. And so I feel that she would always cook meals that were absolutely wonderful for you and your family. I feel she would look at cookery books, find something that she was drawn to, and then she would cook it. She was very much a lady that used to make pastry. I can see her making pastry. I can also see her as well making pies. So I know this lady was very much a clever woman. And I'm given as well the name of Catherine or Kate. Oh, my mother, Katerina. Okay, so I said Catherine or Kate, didn't I? So this is her. So she is the lady that's with you. And she's very strong with you as well. And she's just saying that she just loved food and decorating food and doing things, especially for family. Okay, she's very close with you. She just brought you that. But she said, time to take a back seat on things that are happening around you and look to the future and do things for yourself. She's on about Maria, the name Maria. And she's also saying as well about Nonna. So that would be your grandmother, your Nonna. But she's very much, as I say, into her food. And she said that you have to be as good as her because she loved to cook. Right. I've got a gentleman here now with you. And this gentleman, he's about, I want to say about 5'8". He's very strong in the mind and also strong in the body. And he's just saying about trusting yourself and finding you. I am given John, I'm given Stephen, and I'm also given as well David. And I want to give you red roses for a blue lady, and this is especially for you. Just take that love from the spirit world. Those red roses mean perfect love, and that is from your mom. All right, sweetheart? I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Danielle, let's choose you a card. Oh, these cards are a bit stiff. They're not working in yet. You've got buds. Can you see the buds? Right, the buds means new beginnings and expansion. So when a bud is on a flower, as it grows, it'll come out into a beautiful flower. But whatever you're growing, it's always there. With these buds, I see openings. So either a job situation that was going to help you, maybe you need to move forward, but I want you to start to believe that you can do it again. It's like, now is the time to make those changes happen for you. We have the moon that is quite full. So I feel at the end of February, you'll start to come into your element. I also see a pathway with lots of roots. So you need, Danielle, to start to move forward and find you. I have a gentleman here with you, and he had a heart attack before he went to the spirit world. I do feel he had an angina. He gives me the name of Peter, and he's just given me also Matthew. So those two names are around you. He said about digging a trench. And what that means is by digging a trench, you're putting all your rubbish into that trench so that you can grow a bit more, Danielle. I do feel a job situation is around you. And whether it's to do with a new job or a job which needs finishing. but I'm given that for you as well. I also just been given the name of Kevin as well, so I know connected around you. I have a lady here with you. The lady is about 5'4", very slim in the body. I feel she lost weight before she went to the spirit world. She was a lady that loved her garden. She was a lady that loved daffodils, because she's just brought you some daffodils. The daffodils mean to me gut feeling. So what you need to do is go with your gut feeling. Let's find you again. Let's show other people you are stronger than what they think you are. I am given the name of Evelyn, Betty, and also I want to give you Margaret. But I'm giving you the daffodils for gut feeling. So just remember, always go with your gut feeling. If you think it's not right, then it's not right. All right, sweetheart? I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Jennifer GR, are you here? Jenny, it's Jenny FAGR. Well, the lady is you're either your mother, your grandmother, or an aunt, but I know they're close with you and you need to ask the questions. All right? Jennifer, are you still here? Okay. Here we go. Choose you a card. Let's try and just do a bit short more messages so I can get around a few more. You've got lightning and power. Look at the way that lightning's forked. It's like I'm touching ground, but I want that lightning to make you new ideas, because that is what it's making me feel. Stormy seas, lightning, storms, power. But the lightning is given to you so that to open you more to find you. I see also there is a black sky as well as the lightning and the thunder. It is showing you that you have that extra power to move forward. I feel you've been struggling quite a way, but you know now that you are ready to take the next step. But once you can take that step forward, then you can find the true you. Jennifer, I feel that's your name, Jenny. I want to say to you that you have a lovely lady with you, mother or grandmother. She's a lady that she struggled in life, but she always managed to come out the other end. She was always busy, and she always looked after the family. She was a lady that also, she loved to do things for other people as well. So if there was a charity case around, she was there. If somebody needed something, she would make it happen. She's that kind of lady, but I feel you're exactly the same as her. She's showing me her kitchen, and I can see, you know, when you buy a magnet, when you go on a trip, I can feel them on the fridge. So she would always people would get her a magnet. She's saying here that although you've struggled, you will get into that better place where you need to be inside here. And that's why we've given you the power. You have to take your pathway and just find, maybe you need to train to move yourself forward. I'm feeling with you also, there's something happened around you where you felt a bit disillusioned, but I want to say it will get better. Okay. Jenny, I am given the name of Anne, I'm given Jean, and I'm given also Dorothy. So I need to say they're around you. I just heard Mary, quite contrary. So maybe you love gardens or you love gardening, but just don't be so contrary. Get on and do what you know to do best. We have a gentleman now with you. Dad or granddad was in the army, and because I heard that song, I'm in the army now. And I feel that he was quite high up in the army. So maybe he was the sergeant or a colour sergeant. But I know maybe you've got to ask him, family. But I do feel this gentleman was a really quite a nice gentleman. I do feel, as I say, father or grandfather. He was a gentleman that gave quite a lot of his life to helping others. He very much into animals. He loved his animals. He's shown me walking in the countryside, listening to the birds. Also, he had a bike, and he would go on his bike and he would go miles, and then he'd come home and probably he'd sit and read, or he'd do a bit of gardening, but he was a gentleman that did that. He gives me Robert or Bob. He also gives me as well the name of William, maybe known as Billy or Bill, and he gives me African violets for you. Well, the African violets always mean to me keeping things close to your chest. So at the moment, use those African violets to keep things close to your chest. Don't let other people be able to get back at you. All right, sweetheart. I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Nancy Negron, are you here? Nancy Negron? Nancy Negron, are you still here? If you're not here and you don't answer me, I'll go on to somebody else. Nancy Negron? No. Okay. So can I come now then to Sweet Fairish? Are you here? Sweet Fairish, are you still here? If you don't come back to me, I'll go on to somebody else. Can I come to Nancy Negron isn't still here. Sweet Fairish isn't. Andrea Rees. Oh, Sweet Fairish, you're still here. So we'll talk to you. Then let's choose you a card. And then it'll be Andrea Rees. Okay? Sweet Fairish, you've got a cup of tea. And it's a cup of chamomile tea. It's for calming influences around you. Maybe you like a cup of tea, or maybe you need a bit of quiet time, because it says patience and reassessment. As I see the tea and I see the swirls, it's like I'm trying to find who I am again. And this cup is all patterned, and each pattern is showing me part of your life. Each part of your life is being like difficulty after difficulty, but we are coming to the end of it now, and we'll start to find you again. I feel you have to have a cup of tea or a cup of chamomile tea to calm you down. I also have the spoon, and it's an apostle spoon. So this is memories of past, but I also see as well that lots of herbal teas is needed around you at the moment. I feel you struggled quite a lot, but we will get you there, Sweet Fairish. I do feel that you're like a building. That building is quite strong and quite upright, and that building will be there forever. But what you need to do is start to believe that it will happen for you. I do know also with you that I need to bring you back to where you used to be before. I do have a lady here with you. This lady, don't want to say she's smallish, but she did have a bit of weight on her. She was a lady that loved to knit and sew, and she comes just to show you that. I feel she had problems with her tummy before she went to the spirit world. So whether it was a cancer condition or it was something else, I just want to say to you that she's telling me she's in a better place. She's saying to you, you have to start to look at things in a different way. Maybe on your spiritual pathway, find some nice books, or, find out what you need to do. But you're saying here, you're lost, but you don't know what to do. I know you're trusting and healing. It will soon be able to have, a normal life and work again. But I'm seeing here healing that you need at the moment. Maybe it's time to go and see someone and find you again. But I feel here I've got problems within my mind at the moment. It's like my mind is all going round and round in circles. I know as I'm seeing this, you need the right medication to get you back on track. So maybe going to see your doctor and explaining how you're feeling. Because this lady, she's telling me, she said, you will get there. You just need to believe you can get there. Okay? The lady with you, she's given me Mary, she's given me Betty, and she's just given me also the name of June. So June, the name, June, the month. Okay. She's saying here, trust in your own instincts. If you think you're not right, then get yourself to the doctors or talk to somebody. And she said, but self-belief and self-worth is the first things to look at. Okay. She's saying here, you have to just show others you are strong. And I know those thoughts that are going through your mind at the moment, it's like, how far have I come? How far have I got yet to go? I want you to have the crystal, the amethyst, and also the clear quartz. They will help with your healing. I'm also giving you a lovely gentleman that comes forward. And this gentleman has got a big smile on his face. He hasn't got a lot of hair on his head, but he was a gentleman that would have listened. And I want to say that he is around you every step of the way. He gives me the name of George, and he's given me also Albert. So I know he's around you. I have a thyroid problem, sweetheart. Sometimes you can't lose weight because of your thyroid, but you need just to ask for that health for that. All right. But the gentleman with you is dad or granddad. I also been given the name of Henry, known as Harry. But I just feel with you, by getting the healing energies to work for you, then you will find where you're going. I have just been given some rosemary, and the rosemary is for health issues. So just remember, it's not only you, but it's others around you. Just take things in your stride. You will get there. All right, sweetheart. Good to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Andrea Rees. I said you next. And then I'd like to talk to Casey, actually, if you're still here. There you go, sweetheart. Just know you're there. Andrea Rees, are you still here? Okay. You've got the green man and synergy. And this is about nature. And the green man is for spring equinox. Each flower has different meanings. And we have butterflies. And we also have the stars. But everything around here is about the energy of nature. And I feel this is what's needed around you today. The green man is showing you that you have the synergy or the energy to help others. Andrea, I feel you just need, just for a moment, to stop, look and listen. Let's find you again. Let's see where you have made that next step. Because I see here a cobweb. And in the center of that cobweb is a spider. And that spider is spinning that web. And I feel somebody around you is spinning the web of deceit. Just take notice and put them on the back burner. You can choose your family, but you can't choose your friends. And friends, you need to find your own friend and choose them wisely. Okay. I have a lady here with you, and she gives me straight away Dorothy. So maybe known as Dot. She's saying here about having problems with her throat before she passed to the spirit world. This lady also gives me Alison, and she also gives me the name of Anne, so they're connected. She's showing me a garden full of different flowers, but I feel the spring flowers are what you're needing and what this lady loved. She loved bluebells, and the bluebells to me mean healing. Also, she gives me daffodils, and the daffodils are for gut feeling. It's time to find a new way forward for you, but you have to trust in yourself. The spirit world are with you every step of the way, and they show you how much you have learned. There you go. Deceit. Spider's web. Okay? Remember that. She's saying about make sure you have a good night's sleep. Have a meditation before you go to bed, and just look at things, what the meditation is showing you. And you love flowers. All the flowers are there. I can see daffodils, crocuses, wallflowers, and I can smell the wallflowers. So I know this lady who's with you is mom or grandma. You understand Sandra, and you also understand as well the name of Charlotte. Okay. I have the gentleman with you as well. And this gentleman, he passed over with a cancer condition. He's showing me getting on a plane, and I can feel that he went on holiday and then had the problem. He came back. So he had a few holidays until he couldn't do it anymore. He gives me Morris, John, and also I want to give you Phil. I also want to give you some lovely, lovely daffodils, and the daffodils for you are for spring and also for gut feelings. And I want to give you a future Ventura. Well, it's not spelled that, but I want to go there, yeah. Just remember, everybody's with you every step of the way. So can I give you all that love from the spirit world and say thank you for working with me? Casey H. are you still here? Casey? Is Casey H. still here? I don't think so. Can I come to Samantha Angela Wright, please? Okay. Your card today is leaves. Can you see all the leaves? Can you see the bee and the dragonfly? The dragonfly is for spirituality. The stone in the center is a citrine, and that's for abundance. And the leaves mean abundance as well. But we have the wonderful bumblebee, and the bumblebee is showing you that you have got direction, and the direction comes from within. So trust in your spirit within. I also feel with you, as I put that card down, that you have to expand your vision, because your vision is part and parcel of what your life is about. I have a lady with you, and this lady, she gives me the name of Carol. So she's either a family member or a friend, but I have to give you Carol. I just know this lady with you is giving you peace of mind. She's saying also about knowing where you're going next. Maybe it is time to move you forward. Show you that you are strong. This lady is mother or grandmother. She also gives me Margaret, and she gives me Anne. She's saying also that she loved to do things her own way, as do you. Again, I've got a pain in my chest, but it's in my lungs, so either lung cancer or I had COPD or emphysema. She's saying here that you have the strength to help yourself. I feel your pathway is quite, and you're not moving forward fast enough, are you, Samantha? You need a circle that can help you to move forward. And you have to find the right circle. Sometimes you feel you're getting there, and then all of a sudden it's gone. Samantha, this lady is showing you that you have a long way to go. And she said she's very proud of you. I've been feeling a bit off for the last week. I've had migraine for 4 days. Touch wood, better wood than ever. I haven't got one today. You will be shown by spirit the right circle to be in. Maybe an online circle to start with till he can find you. But the time now is to move forward with you. But this lady with you is very much concerned about your pathway. Maybe it's time now just to walk forward to find you. She said, life lady is saying, take life as it is and find who you are again. She says, you know how far you've come. And the headaches are because you're worrying about things. Okay, I've got a gentleman here with you. And this gentleman, as he comes forward, is giving me Arthur. And he's given me John. And he's also given me Billy. This gentleman loved his garden, digging his garden. He's saying how much time he took. If he got frustrated, he would dig his garden. He's saying here that I have to give you, again, I'm giving you daffodils. Go with your gut feeling. This is for your solar plexus. Always go with your gut feeling. And I want to give you the name of Beryl. It could also mean the crystal beryl, but I want to give you that. So I'm going to say thank you for working with me, and then we'll move forward. Okay? You will find yourself. All right, sweetheart. So can I leave that with you and say thank you for working with me? Right. Davy Jones, can I talk to you? Davy Jones, are you still here? Because a lot of you have left. Davy Jones, are you still here? Can you let me know, please? Because if not, I'm going to find somebody else. You're welcome, Samantha. Davy Jones, are you still here? No. Michael Wilson, let's come to you then. Michael Wilson, are you still here? Michael Wilson? Don't know. Is Facebook too slow today that I'm not getting the people? I'm trying to go to the people I'm drawn to. Michael Wilson, you are still here. Okay. Let's choose you a card. Right. Michael, you've got rain and purification. As I see that, I see the river and I see also the tributaries. So it's like finding you again. The water's there for cleansing and also showing you you've got a long way to go in this life. I see the trees. It is an oak tree, and I see the weeping willow. So again, it's a lot of it is about water and always there. As I see this, Michael, I feel you're on the right path, but you need to follow your dreams. Maybe your dreams are to do something different or to make the changes in your life. But I want to say that it will happen, but its own time. On a spiritual level, you have got quite a lot to do. I see your pathway is quite strong, but it's like you're holding back for some way. It's like you're holding something here, and I can feel it's like a tug of war. And because that tug of war, whether it's family or with you, but I just know this is what they're just saying to you. You have to follow your dreams and show others that it's nothing to do with them. It's up to you. You have the teaching ability and also the teacher that can help you. I'm shown here a dinosaur. So maybe it's you, the dinosaur. You're not willing to move forward. But I want to say you will get there, but only in your own way. I also feel as well, my place of work, I'm not happy with what I'm doing. Maybe there's some changes coming there. But I also see as well, the changes that happen will happen at the end of August. Stop doing things at breakneck speed. Slow down. You won't miss the boat. You will get there. Right. I have a gentleman here with you. And I don't know if this gentleman is your father, your uncle, or your brother. But I'm feeling that he was very close with you at one time. I feel you lost a lot when you moved. but you made the decision to move. I am given Richard, I am given John, and I'm also given Andrew. So those three names come in. I see with this gentleman also that he loved his garden, and especially when he trimmed his hedges and he felt a sense of gratitude to Mother Earth. I also see a lady with you, and this lady, grandma or mother, as she comes forward, she gives me the name of Shirley. She gives me also Margaret, and she also gives me as well the name of Mary. Something about a clock that was always there until somebody passed. Michael, show that you can do things in your own way and make sure that you do it for the right reasons. I'm seeing also with this lady that she would have cooked you liver and onions because she's just cutting the onions up. But Michael, it's just saying to you, time to move forward. Show yourself that you can do it. And I want to give you, if I can, a lovely, lovely yellow rose. And the yellow rose means to me solar plexus and gut feeling. So I'm going to leave that with you and say thank you for working with me. Right. Anne Thomas, please. Anne, I want to give you peace of mind. I feel you need it at this moment in time. And your card is the sickle. And that is cutting back and doing things your own way. The sickle is for reaping. And it says here, focus, regrowth, and letting go. You're welcome, Michael. I see here, if we look at it carefully, it looks like a mirror, but it isn't. It is the sickle for cutting corn. We have all the crystals for healing all the way around the edges. But I'm also seeing the letter A and the letter J. I know as I'm looking at this that you have to let go to move forward. It's like something is holding you back. You should find a circle that can help you. By moving in a circle and having some meditations to calm your mind down, it is a lot to do, but you need to focus. Focus more on you. Right. I have a lady here, and this lady has brought you beans on toast as a memory. I know as I'm talking to her, she's saying here, oh, you're that Anne Thomas. Okay, I know, Avril. You have to let her go. She can't go forward unless you let her go. You're hurting too much, but you have to let go. Otherwise, she will, stay around you, and she needs to move forward. But I told you about getting a circle, joining a circle, find you again. I know The other lady I have with you, as well as Avril, I have Rosemary. And she said she's in the right hands. Let her go. She's with Grandma. She's saying here that you were there for her before she passed, and she's proud of you. But she says, remember also that you've got the gift of healing. Use that healing to not only help her, but to help others around you. And you know what I'm saying, that they're there with you. I also have a gentleman with you. And this gentleman, as he comes forward, I want to say dad or granddad. He was a gentleman that always gave his best. I feel either Army or Navy. I feel that he loved his garden as well. He's showing me the daffodils. And you know as well as I do that the daffodils are for Wales. But also the daffodils are there for your gut feeling. So always go with your gut feelings. He's saying that I have to give you Johnson. I had to give you also Michael. And I also want to give you as well the name of George. He's saying here, he loved you. And he's also saying as well about knowing how far you've come. He said also, you and Avril had a shared vision. Okay. He's saying send out those healing for the rest of the family. They're suffering as well as you, but you have to be the one to let her go. All right? So you've been given some daffodils. And I want to say, always go with your gut feeling and find yourself again. All right, sweetheart? I'm going to say thank you for working with me. Okay. Christina Marie Harris. All right, Christina. That's my granddaughter's name, Christina. All right. You've got the goddess Gaia. And this is nurturing Mother Earth. And this is what we're giving you, is nurturing. And we see there the trees are in full bloom. But the goddess Gaia, she is Mother Earth. And just by nurturing Mother Earth, then we can keep it safe. I also see the animals there. I see a seal and I see a beautiful eagle here soaring away. I also see the birds of the air. And it's saying about focusing. Christina, you have to focus more on yourself to find you again. It's by nurturing yourself, you're also looking after everybody else around you. But I know the goddess Gaia is with you, and that is Mother Earth. I feel a lot of strength with you, but that strength has been a long time going. I know you have to start to believe that you can do it again. I don't know why, but I've got pain under my arm here. So somebody that passed to the spirit world with something to do with cancer and into the glands. I'm also feeling breast cancer. I also want to give you the name of Samantha. I also want to give you the name of Anne and Margaret. So you understand somebody that had the breast cancer and had problems with the glands. This lady with you is a lady that she thought everything would be okay, but she left it too long. And by the time she decided to go to the doctor, it was stage 4. Christina, she's saying to you, take time for you. Stop trying to push yourself too hard. And she's saying also that you have to focus more on you. As I've said to so many people today, always go with your gut feeling. If you think things are not right, then it damn well isn't right. You have to start to focus more on yourself. This lady with you is mum or grandma. I'm seeing a terraced house with her. She's got a bit of a garden in the front, but her main garden is in the back. I'm seeing rose bushes. I can also see lavender. So she loved lavender. She's saying about doing things for the better good. And that's what Goddess Gaia always does, nurturing and looking after people on this earth plane. She's saying about courage, having the courage of your convictions. If you have that courage, then you can move forward. I'm given the names of Maureen as well, and also Peggy. I'll tell you what, this lady, she is washing jumpers. And she's using fairy, you know, the fairy. She's washing them in fairy. I feel she was a lady that everything had to be right for her. It's like flakes of soap I can see. So I know this is what she used to do. And you should have remembered her doing this. Right, I have a gentleman here now. And this gentleman, as he comes forward, he was a gentleman that loved to be out and about. He used to go down to the shops and get, used to get everything what he needed. He would go and get his daily paper. He'd get his cigarettes and tobacco. He'd probably get a loaf of bread, a crusty loaf. And I know he's talking to me that he liked to do that first thing in the morning, and then he had the rest of the day to do whatever he wanted to do. I feel later on in life he had a mobility scooter. He gives me the names of George. He's just given me also the name of Bill. And he's also given me also the name of Alan. So I know they're around you all the time. Sometimes you feel as though you're like Girl Friday, the castaway, somebody that has to find yourself. But once you find yourself, you will know that you have got there where you need to be. I've just been given the butterflies, and they're around a buddleia bush. So this is a memory of the buddleia with all the butterflies. I know this man with you. He is dark-haired, thin in the face, thin in the body, and I feel that he could sometimes be angry. I'm not saying he was an angry man on purpose, but he just liked to feel things what he knew he needed. I've got the most beautiful blackbird for you, and I can hear its song. So this gentleman must have loved the birds as well. And I am shown, you know, when you go to the seaside and you see the lighthouse, I want to give you that as well. All right, sweetheart. All right, I'm going to leave that with you. And I'm going to do one more reading. And I'm going to go, if I can, to Jennifer Sedman. Jennifer, is it? Jennifer Stedman. Jennifer Stedman, if you're still here, I want to give you the basil. That's a herb, a spice, and it is just there for you. Basil. And we've got the snails on there. We've got the butterflies. And it means prosperity, luck, and love. And I know as I give you this basil, it's about finding you again and showing you that you've gone a long way. You are a strong lady, but I just feel you need to calm down a bit. If you can calm yourself down, then you can see where you're going next. But as I see the snail and the butterfly is there for that lovely, lovely scent of the basil. I see all the leaves are just coming in, and it's very much like mother-in-law's tongue. Every piece comes in and grows. It's used in dishes in Italy, the basil mainly, and oregano. But I want you to bring those herbs in for you. Right, I have a lady here with you, and this lady who is with you, she's either your mom or your grandma. I'm given the names of Mary, Jessica, and I want to give you also the name of, I thought she said Diane or Diana. I know this lady, you know, loved her herb garden. She's showing me mint. As I said, she's showing me chives. She's showing me basil, oregano, and she's also showing me as well catmint. So she grew as much herbs as she could because she used them. She said she loved to make herby dumplings with her stew. And I feel this again is a memory for you. You must also understand the name of Kath or Kathleen or Catherine. Ah, there you go. I knew this lady loved her herbs because she's showing me this. She loved to nurture them. And this is what that card is about. Nurturing, focusing, and finding you. I can see her in her element when she was in the kitchen. She dried herbs as well. And she's showing me drying lavender. But she's showing me also that she suffered before she went to the spirit world. When she said about holding your hand. Sweetheart, there's also a gentleman here with you. And this gentleman who's here is Tom. He's given me Tom and Will, and he's given me also the name of Arthur. So I know connected. And I've got a really bad head at the moment. So I think as this gentleman's talking to me, he either had an embolism or a stroke. It's not my headache. It's gone now. So it's either an embolism or a stroke. He's saying here, keep on with the herbs, make your mum proud, and just saying about suffering, just trust in yourself and know that your family's always with you. And I'm given a beautiful pink rose. And a pink rose means mother love and family. So take that love with you. And can I say thank you for working with me? Hi, Biscuits and Gravy. You're too late now. I've got to go. So my time is up. I'll be back again on Sunday. But I know at the end of the day, all of you can take a little bit of everybody else's messengers. So take heart, all of you, until we're here again. All right, lovey? So goodbye. Good night. Have a good sleep and chill out for the rest of the night.